introductory video for the 4-level analysis of sentences, we did start to look at the 8 parts of speech, but I want to go back and review that now that we're looking solely at level 1 analysis. So what are the 8 parts of speech again? We have our nouns, our person, places, things, or ideas, our verbs, which are our action words, or words that are used to actively link a noun to something else in a sentence. We have our adjectives, which are words that describe nouns. We have our adverbs, which are words that describe verbs or describe another adjective. We have our pronouns, which are words, short words, that take the place of our nouns and are used either to avoid redundancy of the nouns or to shorten the length of the sentence. We have our prepositions, which are our location words. We have our conjunctions, which are words that are used to join together 2 or more items in a sentence, including 2 or more independent clauses when we have a compound sentence. And finally, we have our interjections, those wow words that are injecting emotion into something we're writing or something we're saying. Now you'll notice the color coding. Nouns are dark blue, adjectives are light blue. Verbs are dark green, adverbs are light green. Pronouns are purple, they're sort of an offshoot of blue to help you with that. Prepositions are yellow, conjunctions are gold, think Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, and interjections are red because they're expressing emotions. The colors are chosen to hopefully help with making the connections with what we're looking at. So now we're going to be using this legend on the right, and I want you to see if you can figure out what each word should be colored based on the word and how we know it to be used in sentences. All these words should be familiar. Earth, for example, is colored dark blue. It is a place, and therefore it is a noun. It is a capital E on Earth because we're talking about the planet. If we are talking about the dirt, the earth that we dig through, we're talking about lowercase e. In is a preposition. Location, location, location. Red is describing something, the color, therefore it is an adjective. Deeply is an adverb. Deeply can be used to both describe a verb or another adjective. He is deeply upset versus she swam deeply through the water. Run can be a verb or a noun. When we're talking about, usually we're thinking about the verb run. He runs to the store, she ran down the block. However, if we're talking about things like the number of runs scored in a baseball game or a run in a girl's stocking, we're talking about the noun. You is a pronoun. But is the first of what we know as fanboys. Fanboys are the 7 conjunctions that are typically used. Fanboys is an acronym that means for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. There are some other words that serve as conjunctions. We will get to those at another time, but these are standalone words that serve that purpose all the time. Wow is an interjection. The happens to be an adjective. But wait a minute, isn't the an article? Yes, a, an, and the are a subset of adjectives called articles. It is still describing something. The house, the car, the boat. Write is a verb. Are is also a verb. The to be and to have verbs that are used as what we call linking verbs or helping verbs or auxiliary verbs is, are, was, were, will be, will have been, has. Those are all verbs, even though they're not doing an actual action. Paper is both a noun, a verb, and an adjective. We know it most familiarly as paper. He has a pile of papers in front of him, but it can also be used to describe a paper airplane. But it can also be used very, very specifically in cases where we're using it to describe an action. They papered the room with a cactus. They papered the house with blue paper. Over is a preposition, location. We is a pronoun. Effective is describing something as being effective. It is an adjective. Learn is a verb, and is a conjunction. One of the fanboys. Yeah is an interjection. Knowledge is a noun. Great is describing something, it is an adjective. Dread can be a noun, but it can also be a verb. I was filled with dread when I faced the test. I dreaded the test. Very is an adverb. It is describing usually an adjective. To is always a preposition. And this is unusual because when we know it as going to the store, it makes perfect sense. But when we're talking about he's going to do his homework, we're talking about the verb, to do. And yet it still serves as a preposition. Overly is an adverb. 6 can be both an adjective and a noun. I have $6. We're talking about describing the dollars. But if I have the number 6 for an answer, we're talking about a noun. Leads can be both a verb and a noun. He leads the group to the beach. She leads the group through the hiking trail. However, when we're talking about the specific uses, the detectives had leads in the case, or the newspaper writer had leads for his article. Power can be a noun, a verb, or an adjective. The power plant is powered to provide power to the area. Okay, so now we have here a sentence from Harrison Bergeron, and what I'm going to ask you to do is to pause the video in this tutorial in a minute and think about what colors each of the words should be. What I'll do is I'm going to read the sentence to you, and then if you can pause the video and watch and think about what the word should be. When you restart the video, it will show what the correct answers are. So George weighed the bag with his hands. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can figure out what the word should be. Okay, so George weighed the bag with his hands. George is a noun. What did George do? He weighed. The verb is therefore weighed. The bag. He weighed the bag. Bag is the noun. The is describing the noun, therefore it's an adjective. With is a preposition. It's about location. His is describing hands, therefore it's an adjective, and hands is the noun. The thing we haven't talked about, his, wait a minute, isn't that a form of a pronoun? He? Yes. He as the pronoun is changed to his when it's doing possession, and it is basically describing who owns the hands, his hands. Okay, so what you're going to do now is to go into the Google Classroom folder, and you're going to find the assignments section, and in the assignments folder you're going to look for one labeled parts of speech. You're going to complete that assignment by the due date that's noted on the announcements box on the web page in the front of the page. You will color code each word by highlighting it and then going to the letter A that appears in the banners at the top of the page, and you're going to click on the letter A that's underlined, and it will drop down to a bunch of different colors. Pick the color closest to the colors listed in the legend to color code the words for the correct part of speech. When you are done doing that, you're going to save the file by putting your name into the space where it says your name in the title, and then you're going to make sure you turn in the file to the folder by the due date. We will be going over this in class after the due date, and you'll be welcome to ask questions about anything that doesn't make sense or that you got wrong, and we want to make sure everybody's on the same page before we do an in-class activity.